saying?
Oh, just someone signed into the account. So,
Of course, that was me.
yeah, I was just making sure.
Girl, ain't nobody got no access to that account but me and you.
As I said, because I know Dad don't. Dad don't even really use Amazon.
No.
What does he use? He don't.
Okay. So yeah, your daddy when he wants something off Amazon, I order it. He don't order off Amazon. That's only my account, and me and you the only one that got access to it. He don't have access to the Amazon account. Hey guys, come on in, come on in, come on in. I see you when I get done. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey Courtney, hey Kay. Go ahead and pin it for me, Kay. Hey Kendrella. Oh, I'm good with them names. I know I said that right. Hey Kendrella. Hey Gemini. Hey Lee girl. Hey Lakeisha. Hey Sloan. Come on in. I hope y'all got everything y'all need for story time tonight because I got a story time for y'all. Yes, and it is a Lake Lanier creeper. Believe it, it is a Lake Lanier creeper. So, yes, come on in. Yes, get everything you need. Get it together. Oh, I got to redo this. Oh. I've been counting down to the days of story time, Auntie. Well, guess what? Story time is back. I'm back for y'all. Auntie had a lot of stuff I had to get together, but I got it together so I can make sure I dedicate time to y'all. I've gotten everything together so y'all get y'all time back. Hey, I love y'all too. So, yes, y'all get y'all story time back. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hey, Quan. I ain't seen you in a minute, baby. How you been doing? Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Quan. Storytime is officially on and back popping, guys. I will be doing storytime every week like I used to. I am back. I had a lot going on, but I'm back now. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I gave y'all all my time, all the time that I have. So yes, story time is back. Y'all already know when you come in, thumbs up the live, thumbs up the live. I got all my snacks on the bed, so I'm ready. That's what I'm talking about, Lee girl. You been here before, baby. I can tell. Your nephew in the army. Oh, you in the army now? Yeah, hey, guess what? Tootsie's finna be in the Navy, so don't worry. You ain't gonna be by yourself, boo. We'll be getting your all your little credit, you all that stuff. Yeah, we get all them perks for us too. Thank you, Kay. Okay, guys, come on in, come on in, come on in. Before I get ready to start this story time, just want to let y'all know I'm back. Yes, I'm officially back. Story time will be going down every Friday from now on, y'all. I think I'm gonna do just because I've been gone so long. I think I should give y'all story time like every day this week, just to ride the week on out. Give y'all story time every day this week, and then we could start properly next week on Friday. But I think I'm gonna give y'all story time every day this week because I've been getting a lot of story time and I need to get off these story times. I swear my closet is about to burst from all these story times. So yes, and it's a nice creepy story time. Guess who it come from, y'all? One of our cousins from the other side of the pond that came down here to visit and didn't know about Lake Lanier. Yeah, Auntie got a Lake Lanier for y'all tonight. So yeah, come on in, get everything you need, get your stuff together, get your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your twisties, everything you need. Cause we about to get ready to start this thing on up. Yes, yes, yes. Now y'all know people going on down here in Atlanta and a lot of people from across the pond is here. And they don't know. That's why I posted on TikTok letting them know, like, don't go to Lake Lanier. Cause after I got that story, I had to let it be known. Don't go to Lake Lanier. But a lot of people from across the pond ain't never heard the stories, but they have heard of Lake Lanier. They want to go so bad. Yeah. One of our cousins found out the hard way about Lake Lanier. And I got that story for y'all tonight. So I'm about to get ready to crank this story time up in 2 minutes. I'm trying to give everybody time to come in. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up the live, thumbs up the live. I thought I did that. Okay, yes. Thumbs up the live, thumbs up the live. Let me know y'all can hear me. Y'all are ready for story time so we can get the thing started. So we can get it popping for tonight. Yes, all of that is pinned at the top, Gemini. You should see it at the top. Yes. And I'm doing a goal tonight. Yes. If I get 10 people to tip $10, y'all get a second story time tonight. Yes, another Late Lanier story time tonight, but that's only if y'all reach the goal, okay? Let's see, we got 2 more minutes and before we start. So, any questions? Anybody got any questions before I go into this? I will definitely tell her you said congratulations, Quan. She ships out on the 26th of August. So my baby will be leaving and she'll be shipping out on the 26th of August. So. But I am gonna buy her some American deli before she go. Because you know how she is. Okay. One more minute, guys. One more minute. One more minute, and then we are gonna go. Auntie Eric here, tell family hello. What cousin in the military now? Yes, your cousin Quan is in the military now. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about, Quan. I'm so proud of you, baby. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. Please do something with your life. Please don't sit around here and be a statistic. Auntie is so proud that you are not doing that, baby. Thumbs up, kudos, chef kiss. I'm so proud of you, Quan. Uh Eric, yes, Eric. We see you are up. You probably done had you like 2 monsters, so you revived and ready to go. She going to college. Congratulations. She's going to high school. Yes, time is flying. It is. She's planning on going to college, but she said she's going to the Navy and she's gonna let the Navy pay for it. So I'm like, more power to you, baby. I support you in whatever you do. All right, guys, it is officially that time. It is officially that time for the story time. So if you guys are ready, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up so I can know you guys can hear me. You guys are ready. I only have 9 thumbs. If y'all don't close my damn door, letting all these flies in, y'all know it is hotter than Satan's balls outside. Can y'all please close the door? Yes, yes, yes. Please close the door and thumbs up. Hey, Reese. Hey, Nakia. Please close the door. Yes, because it's hotter than Satan balls outside. And I'm not trying to sweat out my dreads fucking around with y'all. So please close my door because I'm not trying to air condition the whole goddamn neighborhood. Y'all know how I am. Okay. Talisha, go grab your Cheetos. Go grab your Cheetos. Okay, okay, okay. So far, y'all. So far, 3. We got 3. Y'all down to 7. Y'all gotta get 7 more. 7 more tips. Y'all get a second story time tonight. Parnisa got y'all 2. Lakeisha got y'all 1. So y'all better come on and kick in with them so y'all can get this second story time. Okay. Now the first story time, because I didn't have anybody names to use, I'm gonna go ahead and use different names because she did not want her name used or anything like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and use a different name. So here we go. Her name is Susan. Okay. So Susan is over here from across the pond, and she came down for FIFA in Atlanta. Now her daughter's 18, just graduated from high school, and that was her trip. That was her gift. Her mom got her tickets to FIFA, and they was gonna be down here for like 2 weeks just to enjoy the whole everything that was going on with FIFA. Right? Cool. So they get down here and they get them a hotel at Margaritaville on Lake Lanier. Okay. Now, mind you, they've never heard about Lake Lanier or any other stories about Lake Lanier. They just wanted to be, in the know, in everything. So they decided to get them a hotel up there in Margaritaville by Lake Lanier. Okay, cool. So they get the hotel and everything. They check in. Everything is good. Everything is perfect. They decided to go down to the pool. They get down to the pool. And her daughter, we're going to call her daughter Erica. Okay. Erica sees, she like, let's go get in the lake, mom. So her mama is about, her and Susan, her mama, is about to go get in the lake when the staff at Margaritaville stopped them and tell them, hey, nobody can get in the lake. And they like, what the hell? What's the purpose of the fucking lake being here if can't nobody get in it? Staff like, look, we can't go into details. All we can let you know is nobody's allowed to go into the lake. That's weird. That's fucking crazy. Of course, Susan and her daughter thought that was weird as hell. Like, the lake is right here. Like, what's stopping us from going in the lake? But the staff was like, you go in the lake, it's gonna be an issue. Y'all ain't gonna get kicked out, all kind of shit, right? So Susan like, fine. Her daughter go out to eat that night, and they sitting at the restaurant eating. They discussing this shit like, that is weird. Why have a fucking lake there if can't nobody get in the lake? Welcome back, Sadie. So they're like, that's weird. Why have a fucking lake there if can't nobody get in the lake? whatever. While they're discussing it, a couple behind them hears the conversation. They overhear what they saying. So the man of the couple turns around and he say, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. We was talking too loud. He was like, no, I heard you said something about Lake Lanier. What was you saying? And she was like, yeah, we got us a hotel up there in Margaritaville and we tried to get in the lake, but the staff told us we weren't allowed to get in the lake. And I just thought that was weird as hell because y'all got a hotel on the lake, but we can't get in the lake. It's weird. So the man was like, that's just a policy. I guess that's just a policy. But, me and my wife, we live down here and we have a boat. We're going out to, be on the lake and everything on 4th of July. Would you guys like to come out on the lake with us? And they was like, hell yeah, we want to go. Because they've been trying to get in the lake, but the folk were telling them no. 4th of July was like a couple days away. So they was like, yeah. So they exchanged numbers and everything and left the restaurant. Okay. Fast forward to 4th of July. The morning of 4th of July, Susan get a call from the wife of the couple letting them know, hey, we're about to get ready to go to Lake Lanier. Are you guys ready? Yeah, you can come pick us up. So they let them know, come pick them up. So Susan and Erica downstairs waiting. And the couple come picks them up. When they get to Lake Lanier, they are just amazed by all these people out here, the lake, the sand, everything. They just shocked by everything. Everything is so beautiful to them, right? So when they get out there, they eat, they dance, they laugh, they have a good time. They play in the shallow part of the lake, closest to the beach and the sand and everything. And they just have a good time throughout the day. Now, everything is going peachy keen throughout the whole day until it's about to get dark. Now, as it's getting dark, the couple comes over and lets Susan and Erica know, look, normally when it gets dark on 4th of July, we get in our boats, we go out in the middle of the lake and we shoot our fireworks. We don't want to injure any families, so we go to the middle of the lake and we shoot our fireworks. Would y'all like to come? Erica and Susan like, hell yeah, we want to go. So they gets on the boat with these people and they start to go out into the middle of the lake. Now, as they're going out into the middle of the lake, there are other boats coming out there with them that has the same intentions. They're going to shoot their fireworks out in the middle of the lake so won't nobody get hurt. Cool. So Erica and Susan is on the boat and, they all pull out into the middle of the lake. You could barely see the shore from where they are. So they figured they was far enough out and everything. And everybody, they put the boats in a circle. And they start shooting off the fireworks. Now everything is going good. Fireworks are looking beautiful. And Susan decides she's going to video record, the fireworks, because apparently I guess you can't shoot fireworks yourself over across the pond. So that was just amazing to them to be like right there to see it. It was beautiful. So she goes to grab her phone to video record them taking, the fireworks or whatever. When she picks up her phone, it slips out of her hand. So she bends down to pick her phone up. As she's picking her phone up, she noticed something in the water splashed. Like right near the boat, just a little splash. So she like, what the fuck? So she looks over and Erica's kind of looking in the same direction. So she asked Erica, like, did you see that? And Erica was like, no, see what? What you talking about? She was like, something just moved in that water. And of course, Erica like, mama, is fish in the water. It's a damn lake. Of course, something moved in the water. She like, no, I saw something splash like on the top of the water. So Erica like, mama, I didn't see that. She like, give me that flashlight. So Erica grabbed the flashlight that was on the boat and gave it to her mama. Now her mama is looking over the side of the boat. Mind you, the couple still shooting off fireworks. Everybody else still shooting off fireworks. Only Susan and her daughter is over on the side of the boat trying to figure out what the fuck just splashed in the water. So they are looking, both of them are like staring and she's shining the light around, but it's dark as shit, so she can't really see nothing, but she's shining the light to try to see what the hell is in the water. Excuse me, y'all. So as they looking down, they getting closer and closer to the water to try to see what the hell it is. The lady of the couple, she's like, happy 4th of July. She jumps. And when she jumps, the flashlight falls out of Susan's hand. And Susan like, fuck. So her and Erica looking at the damn flashlight just go down in the water. But that shit goes down about 2 feet and it stops. Like the flashlight stops dropping. And they looking in the water like, what the fuck? The flashlight suddenly turns up to shine towards them. Like it's shining up in the top of the water at them. And they both are looking at this shit like, what the fuck got the flashlight? Like, why is the flashlight doing that? It should still be dropping. They are both looking at this water like, what the fuck? The flashlight then turns to the side and spins in a circle. As that flashlight goes around, they see motherfuckers sprinting to the top of the water. A bunch of motherfuckers, not one or two people, a bunch of motherfuckers sprinting to the top of the water like they are swimming for the goddamn Olympics. When Susan and her daughter see this shit, they get to screaming. They turn around and tell the couple, we got to go. It's time to go. We got to haul ass. We got to go. It's people coming. They are screaming. And of course, the couple like, what? They can't understand because both of them are screaming and talking at the same time. So the couple like, what? While they are saying this, the daughter, Susan feels her daughter, like her daughter is arm in arm. They locked up, they got their arms locked up and they standing next to each other in the back of the boat screaming, we need to get the fuck on. Susan feels her daughter get ripped from her. Like she feels her daughter snatches away from her. When she looked back, her baby in the water. So she gets screaming, oh my God, Erica. Now the couple starts to laugh, and everybody else on their boat started to laugh because they like, oh shit, she just fell off the fucking boat. So everybody think this shit is hilarious. Meanwhile, Erica is in the goddamn water losing her mind. Help me, get me out, they gonna get me. Susan like, help her. People are still laughing. Nobody's paying attention. So Susan jumps her ass in the water to go get her daughter. She is swimming as fast as she can to get over to where Erica is. And she get close to Erica. Erica ass is screaming, help me, they gonna get me. And she goes on to like fast as shit. She gone. And Susan screamed, Erica! When she says that, of course, everybody else on their boat stopped laughing like, oh shit, she gone. So everybody grabbed lights and shit. They got their boats light flashing in the water, trying to look around to see if they see her, Susan, in the water, just screaming, looking around, screaming for Erica, what seemed like forever to her, just screaming around, splashing water, going under, coming back up, screaming. And everybody on their boats got their lights looking around, but they don't see Erica ass. Like, where the fuck did she go? She shouldn't be she should be right there. She just went down. She should come up right there, but she wasn't there. So everybody is looking off the side of the boat. So everybody got flashlight. They looking around. And some kid on another boat that's with them screams out, there she is. And everybody like looks back. So Susan jumps back on the boat and she looks and they see Erica is probably like 200 feet away from where they are. She ain't screaming. She is standing on water, basically. That's how it looks to everybody. Like this bitch is standing on water. And they are like looking at her. She ain't screaming for help. She ain't flailing. She just there. So her mama like, go, we got to get to her. So, of course, the couple rushes over to where she is, but they can't drive too close up to her because the husband like, she must be standing on something in the damn water, and I can't drive too close because if I drive too close, then my boat going to get stuck, and we all going to be fucked up out here. So I can't drive too close. Before he can even finish that fucking sentence, Susan ass was in the water to go get her baby. Like, fuck what you can't do. What I can do is jump in this goddamn water like Michael Phelps and save my fucking child. So she jumps into the water and she is swimming, hauling ass over to Erica. Erica ain't screaming. Erica ain't trying to swim back. Erica ain't reaching out for help. Erica just standing there like a fucking bump on a log. She ain't said shit. She just looking off into the great fucking beyond. She's standing there. Now, as Susan is getting close to Erica, Erica ass starts to sink. She starts to slowly go down in the water. Now, when they seen Erica, the fucking lake water was like knee high to Erica. It was knee high to Erica. She's in the middle of the fucking lake, yet the water is only knee high. It's like she was standing on fucking water. The water was knee high to her. So her mom is like trying to get to her, and as she's getting closer, she starts to sink, like slow as shit, but she starts to sink. She ain't trying to save herself. She ain't screaming, hurry up. She just started to slowly fucking sink, like going down in the water. So her mama see this happening. She rushes to swim over to Erica to try to get to Erica before she goes down again, because Lord knows where the fuck she gonna end up this time if she go down. So Susan is swimming as fast as she can to get over to Erica. When she gets over to Erica and she tries to grab Erica and pull her towards her, Erica won't move. It's as if her body is in fucking cement. She is not moving. So Susan put her arm around and try to snatch her, and she feel other hands grabbing at her fucking hands, like trying to pull her hands off of Erica. She screams out, they got her. And of course, the couple in the boat like, what the fuck is you talking about? Who got her? What are you talking about? She like, they got her. Help me, they got her. And the couple is like, what the fuck? So they turn their little light from the boat over to where they are. And when the light hits them, it's like whatever the fuck had her, let her go, because Susan was able to like snatch her ass away. Mind you, Erica still ain't said a fucking word. She ain't said shit. She ain't said let me go. She ain't ran no blows. She ain't tried to throw no fades at nobody ass. She just there. So Susan like, she grabs Erica and she swims back to the boat as fast as she fucking can. She pulls Erica. They pull Erica onto the boat, and Erica's just sitting there. She ain't saying shit. Susan wiping her face. Are you okay? Are you okay? Say something. Erica ain't saying a fucking word. It's like Erica ass is in the Twilight Zone. She is looking, but she ain't looking at you. It's like she's looking through you. Basically, she ain't saying a fucking word. So at this point, Susan's scared. Susan like, you know what? Can y'all just please take us back? Just take us back to our hotel. So the couple was like, okay. And they turn around and they take them back to their hotel. Cool. Susan get Erica. Erica still ain't said a fucking word, not the trip back, not getting in the car. She ain't said nothing. She just sitting there quiet as shit. Susan keep trying to get her to talk. She won't say a fucking word. So they get back to the hotel and she walks Erica upstairs. Erica just walking like she's old, like she need help. She walking upstairs, and when they get into the room, she put Erica in the bed, tell Erica go to sleep. Erica lay on her back, close her eyes. Susan like, okay, let me call my husband, let him know what happened. So she gets on the phone to call her husband. And she looking out the window at the lake, and the phone is ringing, and she waiting on her husband to answer. And then she hear like her hotel door trying to be open. So she turned around and look back, and this fucking Erica trying to get out the door. And she like, Erica, what are you doing? But Erica just pulling the door, like, dude. And they got the little latch on the door, so she can't get it open. It's just like boom, 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 boom. So Susan gets up and she go over there and she like, Erica, what are you doing? And she grabs Erica, and Erica turns around, and the sound that comes out of her fucking mouth is not her voice. It is not her voice at all. Erica says in a deep ass manly voice, I gotta grab the baby. I gotta grab the baby. And it scares the shit out of Susan. Susan like, what the fuck? She let her go and look at her. Her eyes roll back into her fucking head and she collapsed and just started shaking on the floor. So Susan, she's like, wake up, like shaking her, wake up, wake up, wake up, like Erica, wake up. Suddenly all this like water started rushing out of Erica's mouth as if she like drowned or something. All this water started to gush out of her mouth. So Susan turns her on her side to like get the water all out of her mouth. When she turns her back over, she like, Erica, are you okay? And Erica was like, her eyes was rolled back in her head, and she was facing Susan on her back, and she was like, she ain't the one I want. You're the one I want. And when she said that, Susan jumped back. When she jumped back, Erica jumped up. What happened? Mama, what happened? They tried to get me. Like, she just started going off. She just started rambling. Her mom was like looking at her ass like, who the fuck? Like, what the fuck? She is just rambling. Her mouth is going a million miles a minute. Like, her mom is like, what the fuck? Like, she don't even want to touch her. And Erica's trying to get to her like, mama, she crying, mama. And Susan is backing up like, girl, I punch you in your fucking face. Like, don't touch me. Like, Susan don't want to have shit like, back up, Erica. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like, your eyes roll in the back of your head, bitch. You sound like a man. I don't know what's going on. Like, calm down. You sit over there and calm down. I'm going to sit over here and calm down. And that's what they did. So Susan sat over there and she watched Erica ass until Erica like finally like came down and she like, Erica, is you okay? And Erica like, Mom, what happened? So Susan gets up and she go over there and she asks her, she like, you tell me what happened. She was like, I don't know. She was like, I blacked out and I woke up on a front porch. She said she woke up on a front porch on a summer morning, like a summer morning. She said the sun was really, really bright. It was hot. And she was on a porch. She didn't know where she was. She just know she was sitting on the front porch and she was sitting in like a rocking chair. The sun was beaming on her face. And she was like, she got up to get ready to go inside of this house. And then all of a sudden it got dark and she didn't understand what was going on. She said she turned around and looked back. But when she looked back, it was a wall of water, like a fucking wall of water about to like crash onto them. So she just sprints in the house. She runs in the house because she hears a baby crying. She runs in the house, and before she can even grab this fucking baby, all this water come crashing down on the house. She sees herself like being pushed around in this water, being hit with all types of shit. She saw the baby sink. She couldn't get to the baby. She saw the baby sink, and she was like, when she woke up, she was just on the floor in the hotel, like, I don't know what happened. And Susan's just like, baby, you don't remember like falling in the water, going underwater. And she was just like, when did that happen? Like, she had no recollection of even falling out the fucking boat. She had no recollection of that shit. She was like, all she remembered was the fireworks. She has no recollection of falling out of the boat, her mama coming to save her in the boat. She didn't remember none of that. Only thing she remembered was she was sitting on the porch of this house. There was a baby crying on the inside of the house. It was a baby crying on the inside of the house, and she was trying to get to this baby. She was like, I don't know where I was, none of that shit. She didn't know nothing. Scared the mama so bad, she was like, you know what? Fuck that. Pack your stuff. We are going home now. They were supposed to stay like another couple days. Susan said, fuck that. We gotta go. We gotta get the fuck off around this lake. They packed up and got the fuck off around the lake, just like she said. But ever since they've got back home, Erica has not been sleeping well. Like she's been having night terrors of this fucking wall of water crashing down on her and her not being able to save this fucking child. She don't know who the child is. She don't know where the child came from. All she know is in her dream for the past several nights since she left Lake Lanier, she's been dreaming of saving this baby before this wall of water crashed down on the house that they live in. So Susan said she had no fucking idea about Lake Lanier. They had never heard anything about Lake Lanier. They didn't know the stories of Lake Lanier. None of that shit. None of that shit. It was only until she was on TikTok and she heard about Lake Lanier when she put two and two together. And she was like, oh my God, that's the lake that they were talking about. Erica to this day still have, I mean, it ain't been that long, probably like 4 or 5 days, but she's still having these fucking night terrors. And her mom has taken her to a doctor. Her mom has taken her to a doctor because of these nightmares that she having, but the doctors are just like, it'll go away, give her some time. She just need a little rest. Let her get some sleep. She can't fucking sleep though. She can't save this baby that she keep fucking dreaming about. So yeah, her mom is like she vowed to not come back. And I'm just like, it ain't Atlanta, it was the lake, but she's like, fuck that. They'll never do it again. They'll never come back. She was like, they should put warning signs up and keep people out of the water. And I'm just like, girl, you're not the first or the last motherfucker to say that. So yeah, I'm sorry they didn't warn you ahead of time. But once she gave me the story, that's when I took it upon myself to go on TikTok and put that PSA out, letting all our brothers and sisters from across the pond know, don't take your ass to Lake Lanier, because nobody warned her and she almost lost her fucking child. She almost lost her fucking child. Her child was walking on water, y'all. How can you be in the middle of a fucking lake that is at least 160 feet deep in some area and the water only come up to your knees? What the fuck are you standing on, bruh? What the fuck are you on in the middle of the goddamn lake? Her mama to this day still can't explain that shit. And it was nothing that she was standing on because her mama didn't feel it when she was swimming up on her. The boat could have actually probably went over there where she was to pick her up, but the man thought because she was only knee deep in this fucking lake, he figured she was standing on something under the water that his boat could probably get hooked on to if he got too close, and then they'll be stuck out there. So he didn't want to get too close, but everybody thought this girl was standing on something. She wasn't standing on shit in the middle of Lake Lanier. Ain't got shit for you to stand on that's gonna have your ass to have the water knee high to you in 160-foot deep worth of water. It ain't gonna do that. It ain't gonna do that at all. I don't know. She wasn't standing on the goddamn thing. If you ask me, the people of Lake Lanier was holding her ass up or something, because her mama was like, there was nothing. There was no dock. There was no damn tree limb she was standing on. None of that. They could not explain how that girl was standing out the goddamn water like that. And she don't remember doing none of that shit. She has no recollection of none of it. All she can remember is this fucking baby crying, this wall of water coming, and her not being able to save that fucking child. That water slamming onto her ass and beating the hell out of her. And she wasn't able to save the baby. So she's been dreaming, like having nightmares about this shit, waking up crying because she can't save this fucking child, wanting to know who this child is. I told her mama, just look up the history of Lake Lanier, and I'm pretty sure the story that your daughter is telling, you'll probably read one like that or something similar to that when you look up the history of Lake Lanier. So, yeah, they had to find out the hard way what happens at the lake. And this girl is still dealing with this fucking trauma from Lake Lanier since she left on the 4th. They left the night of the 4th of July. They left the night of 4th of July. Today is the 8th, and this little girl is still fucking having nightmares about this shit. Doctors don't know what, they just like, it's gonna go away, but her mama like, that shit is getting worse and worse. She like, the girl went from like jumping in her sleep at night to full out screaming at the top of her goddamn lungs in the middle of the night about this shit. So her mama like, it's getting worse. I don't know how to stop it, baby. Mm. You're right. The hotel did try to keep them out. They did tell them to stay out the water, but they didn't explain it. And you know when you do shit like that, the people that want to know and you don't tell them, they'll go out there and find out on their own. So that's exactly what they did. I mean, they thought it was going to be a good thing. They never knew all that shit was going to happen. They never even knew the history of Lake Lanier before they even went out there. They just knew it was a lake and they wanted to get in it. So yeah, she's still having issues right now. Her mom is just like, that is wild. Like her mom couldn't believe half the shit she saw in the lake. She was like, where the fuck did those people come from? Like, bruh, yeah, you might want to read up on the history. You'll know exactly where the fuck them people came from. And please believe me, they get mail and everything down there. Like, yeah, might not want to do that again. So yeah, that's why I put my PSA out on TikTok to let all the people from across the pond know. Lake Lanier might sound good, it might look pretty, but don't get your ass in it and don't go around that shit. I think it'll look even better from the expressway. Me personally, I think Lake Lanier look gorgeous from the bridge going over that shit. Like it looks amazing going by. But when you stop, that's when you start to have issues. That's when you start to, see shit. And I don't know what's going on. So y'all remember I was having like them little y'all was saying they look like portals. You remember I was catching those Ring camera videos from my door, like portals opening. My neighbor who stays across the street, who house it always looked like it's happening in front of the lady that stayed right across the street from me. It always like it like the portal always opened up in front of her house and shit. Remember that? Okay. So my neighbor that does stay over there, she has a daughter around maybe like a little older than my oldest daughter. But I know her, we talk. She got kids. I bring her baby's house, whatever. Okay. She was at her mom's house the other night, right? Cool. I'm in the house. My whole family's in the house. She calls me about 11:45 and she's like, Mama, because that's what she called me. She's like, Mama, somebody on top of your roof. And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about, huh? Thank you, Give and Go. She said, Mama, it is somebody on top of your roof. And I'm like, what you mean in my house? And she like, yes. She like, Mama, I can see somebody on top of your roof. So of course, when she say that shit, I'm thinking, okay, this has got to be crazy. Like you tripping? Like ain't nobody on top of my fucking roof. And she like, Mama, it is somebody like it. I don't know if it's a man in all black. She like, but it is somebody on top of your roof. So of course I get up and I go out there and I look and I don't see shit. And I'm still on the phone with her. I'm like, girl, I don't see nobody on my roof. What are you talking about? And she like, it's somebody on your roof. Like you got to back up. And as I was backing up to try to see like a little further, it was like a branch or something come rolling off my goddamn roof and fall down on me. Like that shit hit me in the shoulder. I come running in the house because at this point, I ain't even got to see your ass on top of my roof. The fact that fucking branch that probably been there since I moved in ain't never fucking failed, but all of a sudden failed. When I'm coming to look, it's time to go get Unc and wake his ass the fuck up. It's time for him to come do his job as a protector because I ain't having this shit. So we go outside and she's coming out her house. She got on her fucking pajamas and everything, y'all. Like, this how serious the shit is for her. She got on her pajamas and she is running out her house, like, to the little middle of our little cul-de-sac. She's running to the middle part and she's like, Mama, hurry up. Come on, come look. So I come running up there to the middle where she is to try to look. Y'all, I looked on the top of my roof. I promise you, it looked like a fucking, I don't know if it was like a fucking Slender Man, but it was something huge as shit on my roof. And I'm talking about like not only in just tall, but in size. Like that shit was huge. And I'm screaming at Aunt like, it is somebody on the fucking roof, babe. And he like, what? I'm like, it's somebody on the fucking roof. So he runs in the house to get the Thule. And it's like, I see this shit runs over the back part of my roof and then it's just gone. It's just gone. So me and my neighbor, we standing there like, what the fuck? Like, is it gonna come from behind the house? Because at this point, I'm ready to sacrifice her ass. Y'all don't understand. I'm ready to throw her ass on the ground so she can slow it down, and I'm gonna run in her house because I ain't doing this shit. I ain't doing this. The song ain't even set up for this. Like, no, I wasn't doing this shit. So we both looking like trying to see if this shit finna run from on the side of the house. Y'all, a big bright fucking light, like woof. Like somebody took a fucking picture behind my house. A big bright fucking light whoosh, happens behind my house, light up all the fucking trees behind my house, like somebody turned the light on and turned it right back off. It happened like that fast. And it was just like this bright ass fucking light. Scared the shit out of me and her. We both thought a bomb was finna go off in that bitch. I'm standing behind her, holding her in front of me because at this point, come on now. So I'm holding her ass in front of me like, bitch, did you just see that? And she like, what the fuck just happened? So hubby come running out the house with the tool and he like, where he at? Where he at? I'm like, I don't even think you want to go look for this motherfucker. Like he went behind the house, babe. Like he went behind the house. So babe go behind the house with the toolie and she, and then he like turn the back light on. So I comes in the house and I turn the back light on. Y'all, we go in my backyard. It is a big burnt black spot, like the size of a fucking merry-go-round. A big black spot like the size of a merry-go-round in my backyard. And this motherfucker is nowhere to be found. I don't know if I got the predator like transforming his ass into my backyard. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But my neighbor said something that kind of tweaked my brain. And she was like, you know, they just cut the CERN off. And I'm like, what the fuck? She was like, yeah, you know, they just cut the CERN off for maintenance. And I'm pretty sure that's probably why all this shit going on. I'm like, oh my God, like we finna start seeing so much crazy shit, y'all. Like it is about to go. Like, y'all, it's about to go down. They don't cut the fucking CERN off, y'all. Know that shit that you see now, it is not a fucking game. You aren't tripping. You're not losing your fucking mind. At this point, with the CERN being turned off, a lot of shit is about to happen. There may be several portals to open up, but y'all heard it here first that shit started in my backyard. So if ever a Friday come and I don't do story time and y'all don't hear from me and y'all don't see me, they done snatched the bitch up through the portal and I'm gonna need y'all to report that shit, okay? I need to be all over TikTok like somebody find my auntie because Predator done snatched my ass up in the elevator. Whatever they got going on around this goddamn house, I don't know what it is they got going on around this fucking house in this area, but yeah. So my Ring camera, I've been took my Ring camera down like long time ago. Because the shit was scaring me, but I think I'm gonna have to put my Ring camera back up, y'all. I think I'm gonna really have to put it back up because I need to see what the fuck is going on outside my house. Like for real, for real. Like we need to figure this out. Not time to sell the whole house. I wish I could. I so wish I could sell this motherfucker. I guess they did go. I don't know, girl. Y'all done seen the shit that happens around my house. Like, I think the last video, the Ring video that showed of something swimming in the sky over my fucking house proved that we got the ferment. So I don't know what the hell going on. I just know I'm gonna have to buy me another Ring camera and get this shit back going because I need to see what the hell is going on outside my house. Now that the CERN is turned off, this shit is really finna crank up. So if you are at home, I'm just letting you know now, if you at home and you think you see something out the corner of your eye, you're not fucking tripping. You're not tripping. If you at home and you turn around to get some and you thought you saw something, you do a double take and look back and that shit ain't there, you're not tripping. The CERN is turned off and we all finna experience some shit. So, yeah. So Auntie told y'all. So if you do start to experience some wild and crazy shit, y'all got my Instagram, DM a bitch. Y'all got my TikTok, hit a bitch up and let me know so I can be on the damn lookout. Because I ain't trying to go down with this shit. And I'm trying to save y'all if I can. I believe because you wasn't the only one that said that. See, I'm just telling y'all. So with the CERN being turned off, you can pretty much see a fucking dead loved one right now. So yeah, just be careful. Keep your eyes open. Let me see. Give and go. So that was one. Let me see if I got any more to give y'all this second story time. If y'all reach the goal, let me see. I know I got one on there. I only had 4. Y'all needed 6 more to save y'all sales. Let me see. Yep. Y'all only made 4. It was only 4. So y'all didn't reach the goal to get the second story time. I'm in a new place and I thought I was tripping. I can't with you. I seen some things before the sun. I definitely don't want to see nothing else. I'm telling you, little. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you. So y'all didn't make the goal. I'm so sorry, but Parnisa, I'm going to add you to a story time since you did. Lakeisha, Lakeisha, they just made it. Let me see. They just made it 5 for y'all. So y'all had 5. Let's see if you get scared. You're gonna be called. You're gonna be my 911. I'll tell hey, bitch, call 911. I can't be your 911 because the bitch probably gonna be running too. I can't. Don't forget to like the live. Thank you, Eleanor. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to subscribe because these creepy ass stories gonna come every Friday. But for this week, y'all gonna get one every day this week. Don't say Auntie don't love y'all. Thank you, Lakeisha. You'll also be in a story time. You and Jim and I will be in a story time, and Giving Goal will be in the next story time, which will be on tomorrow. Since we didn't make the goal, let me see. If I can get 2 more, I'll give y'all the story. If I can get 2 more, I'll give y'all the story. Y'all ain't gotta make the 10. If y'all can get 2 more, I'll give y'all the story time. What you got a ball to pick with me if I ain't did that to you? For what? Why? Somebody always got a bone to pick me. I ain't did nothing. I told the story. Oh, she probably mad because I didn't tell her story. Ugh. Y'all get that story this week. Ugh. Y'all get it this week. Don't be mad at me. Lakeisha just saved y'all and gave y'all another story time. Y'all need to thank Lakeisha. Everybody say thank you, Lakeisha, for y'all second story. Lakeisha, since you made it story time for him, boo, you gonna be in this story. I'm gonna put you in this story. Y'all say thank you to Lakeisha. I didn't know, babe. I'm sorry. Oh, all my adopted kids just be getting on me. Everybody say thank you, Lakeisha. We about to get ready to crank up this next story time. Thank you, Destiny. We about to crank up the next story time. Honey. Another Lake Lanier story. Y'all want another one? Y'all want another Lake Lanier story? Give it a thumbs up if you want another Lake Lanier story. Because I got one for you. Okay, we'll do. We'll do, baby. All my adopted children, they just be checking on me. They like, Mama, why you didn't call and tell me you needed something? I would have came. Sorry, baby. Okay, I guess another Lake Lanier story it is. Okay. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes to get your snacks and stuff replenished so we can get ready to start the next story time. Yes, yes. Thank you, Lakeisha. Y'all got everything replenished. Let me know if y'all need your sodas, drinks, twisties, retwisted, so we can get this on. Oh, no. Okay. We ready? We ready? We ready, everybody? Yes, yes. Type yes if we ready, so I know. Yes, we ready. Uh, can y'all imagine how many other people from across the pond have been late Neil? I might get them stories. If they find me on TikTok and know I do this stuff, they might hit me up. Cause old girl, when she heard me talk about TikTok lately, because she was like, and that's what made her hit me up on TikTok. So, okay, so we ready. We ready. All right. Let me go ahead and pull her little story on up. All right, guys. We are about to start the next story time. Wait, I'm gonna get my drink. Okay, hurry up, Kay. Get your drink. About to start the next story time, y'all. And this is a Lake Lanier creepy one, too. Let me know you back, Kay, so we can go ahead and get this started. Okay, you got it? Okay, good. Okay. All right, guys. The next Lake Lanier story. This story has Lakeisha in it. I'm gonna use Lakeisha for this story, and yeah, let me see. Yep, Lakeisha and Gemini. Gemini, I got you. Okay, so Lakeisha and Gemini live on Lake Lanier. They have a house on Lake Lanier. Now, Lakeisha has been living here about 7 years, and Gemini is 6 years old at this time. Lakeisha's blind. She's been living here all this time, but she knows her way around, because that's her house. Now, she was living there with her baby daddy until he left like a month ago for no fucking reason. She don't know what happened. They got into an argument. He didn't come back home. Oh well, she figured, he just didn't want to do it no more. So she started raising Gemini on her own. So he was gone for about a month, and she works as a crisis therapist that answers the crisis hotlines. So she talks to people like overnight with a crisis and stuff like that, right? Cool. So her and Gemini, they have a perfect time in this house. Everything's going good. Now, one cold day in the fall, close to Halloween, a knock happens at the door. So Lisa goes, no, not forget the name. Lakeisha goes to the door, and when she opens the door, it's a guy there. It's like kind of late, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "My car broke down. I need to use a phone. Can I use your phone?" So Lakeisha was like, "Hold on." She closed the door. She went on back in the house, got her phone, came outside on the porch, gave the man the phone, let him use the phone. He calls for a tow truck or whatever, and he gives her back the phone. They sit down on her steps, and they talk for a good while, a long time, and she's enjoying the conversation. She ain't really talked to, anybody since her boy, baby daddy left. All the conversation been blues clues and shit like that. So she's glad to have some adult conversation. So she's talking to him, and they talk for a while, and then he finally tell her he got to go because the tow truck's pulling up, but could they exchange numbers? So Lakeisha was like, yeah, she went on and gave him her number, came on back in the house. She was excited, like, ooh, oh, he sound cute, cool. So the next day, she gets up and she gets Gemini ready for school. So Gemini goes to school. Now, when she comes back in the house and dropping Gemini off, her TV is on like really loud and it's on the news. She like, I didn't leave the fucking TV on, but she just goes and turn it off. Don't worry about it. She just turns it off. Go on by her day. That night, she puts Gemini in the bed and, she goes to start working or whatever. She gets a knock at the door. She goes to the door and it's the new guy. We're going to call him Sean. Sean shows up. He has flowers in his hand. She feels the flowers, feels his face. She knows it's him. And she comes on out. She like, hey, how you doing, Sean? And he's like, I just wanted to come over and bring some flowers and thank you, for letting me use your phone last night because I would have been stuck. I didn't know, how to get any help. So I just want to thank you for being nice enough to let me use your phone and talking with me last night. So she was like, oh, it's nothing, and they sat down and they talked for another good long while. Okay, cool. So he asked her, he was like, I really want to show my appreciation for you, looking out for me. So is it okay if we do dinner? And she was like, sure. He was like, matter of fact, I can come over here and I can cook dinner for you. So we won't have to go out or anything like that. Lakeisha was like, okay, he want to cook for me. Okay. So she told him, okay, cool. So Lakeisha comes in the house after they get through talking or whatever. She comes in the house and Gemini is sitting in front of the TV and the TV is up loud as hell and it's on the news. And she just walks in and she's like, you shouldn't be watching anything like this before you go to bed. And she turns the TV off. She takes Gemini upstairs, put Gemini in the bed, and, Gemini goes to sleep. The next day happens and Gemini comes to Lakeisha and say, Mama, Dad's at the door. And she like, what? She like, Dad's at the door. So Lakeisha goes up, gets up, and she goes to the door. And when she opened the door, before she can say anything, he says, run, Lakeisha, and take Gemini with you. And she like, how dare you come back? And she just goes slap the fuck off. How dare you come back and da-da-da-da-da-da. And she slams the door in his face and he screams out, run, Lakeisha, and take Gemini with you. Whatever. Don't come to my house threatening me like you're going to do something to me. So, she, whatever. And Gemini like, Mom, but Dad. And she like, hush, I don't want to hear it. He'll go away. Ignore him. Cool. So, Gemini goes back to watching TV or whatever the case may be. That night, Mr. Sean pops up. Mr. Sean pops up. He knocks on the door. Gemini goes to the door. She goes to the door. She comes back. She said, Mama, it's a man at the door, and Dad is standing behind him. So Lakeisha like, what? She like, yeah, Dad's standing behind him. So Lakeisha goes to the door, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And the dude is like, huh? Like, I'm sorry. I thought we had plans to see each other. And she like, oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my baby daddy. And he like, is he on the phone? And she like, no. Isn't he out here with you? And he like, no. She like, well, my daughter just said he was standing out here. And he was like, I didn't see nobody. I ain't seen nobody out here. So she like, Gemini, you said your daddy was outside? And Gemini was like, he was. And he told me to tell you to run. I don't know why. He just told me to tell you to run. Girl, take your ass upstairs or whatever. Go on upstairs. So she goes upstairs and she comes outside. Lakeisha goes outside and she talks to Sean on the steps again, and they talking. And Sean was like, I got a surprise for you. And he gets up and he walks away to go over to his car to get whatever surprise he got for Lakeisha. Now, while she's sitting there waiting on him to come back, she hears, Lakeisha, you need to run. Grab Gemini and run. And she like, if you don't get the fuck away from my house before he see you, like, what are you doing here? And he just keep repeating the same thing. You need to run. He ain't answering no questions. He just keep repeating the same thing. You need to run. You need to grab Gemini. You need to run. And she like, get the fuck away from me. Like, get away before he see you. And Sean like, huh? She like, oh, nothing. I thought you was talking to me. And he like, no, I just got back. She was like, oh, okay. So in her head, he didn't see him. Avoided that bullshit, right? So they get through talking or whatever. And he tells her, I'm coming over tomorrow night. I'm bringing the groceries to cook you dinner. And she's like, okay, I'll be waiting. I have everything all ready for you. And she leaves, she touches his face. She didn't kiss him. She was just like touching on his face and stuff. And she was just like, I can't wait to, have dinner or whatever. Cool. He leaves. She comes in the house. The TV is on and it's up loud as fuck. And it's on the news. She goes over, she turns the TV off, and she said, Gemini, did I tell you to stop watching the news before you go to bed? Gemini don't answer. Okay, cool, whatever. She goes upstairs, she gets in her bed, she goes to sleep. She wakes up to what she think is her baby dad is screaming in her ear, run, Lakeisha, and grab Gemini. So she sprints up in the bed like, get out of my damn house. And nobody says nothing. And she's like, listening, and she don't hear shit. It's just her. So she gets up and she comes downstairs and she started to make breakfast. And Gemini comes downstairs. When Gemini comes downstairs, she said, Mama, Daddy told me to tell you. She said, I don't want to hear nothing your daddy got to say. Sit down so you can eat breakfast. Gemini, but I don't want to hear it. Sit down and eat breakfast. So they sit down. They eat. She like, Mom, I just got to tell you one thing. She like, look, if you say anything else, you won't go trick-or-treating tonight. Gemini said, fuck it. Okay, cool. She didn't say shit. She ate her food. So, around it later on that afternoon, Lakeisha takes Gemini over to her friend's house who she's supposed to be spending the night with and going trick-or-treating with. She takes her over there and she lets her stay over there tonight because she's going to be at home tonight with Sean. So she gets back home after dropping Gemini off. She gets back home and she comes in the house. The fucking TV is on and it's on the news. It's up loud as hell. She like, I know I turned this damn TV off before I left. She just goes over, turn the TV off again, go upstairs, take a shower, come back down. A couple hours go by. She hears a knock at the door. When she goes to the door, before she opens the door, she hears, run, Lakeisha, and take Gemini with you. And she like, I knew he was in this house. So she snatched open the door and she's like, Sean, come in right quick. Hurry up. And he's like, what? She like, I think my baby dad is in this house somewhere. Can you please check the house and make sure he's not here? I keep hearing him. I know he's somewhere in here. And of course, Sean comes in. He put the groceries down. He like, yeah, I'll check. So she sits down in the kitchen and she's waiting on him to comb through the house and everything. While he's going through the house, the TV cuts on. Click. She like, Sean, thinking he in the living room, but he don't answer. So she gets up to go into the living room to turn the TV off. But this time she hears breaking news. The search is still on. The manhunt is still on for the search of the serial killer. Okay. He's in the Lakeland area. Please keep your doors locked. Don't open the doors for any strangers. If you don't know who's at the door, don't open the door. Police are still trying to apprehend this person. He has murdered 3 women. Keep your doors locked. She hears this shit like, what the fuck? Like at this point, who the hell is the dude? Like, is they gonna give a description? Is they gonna say what he looked like or anything? And it's like the news cut, the whole TV just cuts off, click, and he comes down the stairs like, I checked the whole house and I ain't see nothing. And she like, you sure? He like, I'm sure. I didn't see nothing. She like, well, can you check like the outside of the house? Can you check around the house? Because I know I heard him in the house. So he was like, yeah, I'll check. And he goes out the door. She hears the door close. And she's like standing there like, what the fuck? So she turns the TV back on and they are still talking about it. 3 women, they were found in their house, telling all the details. Describe the man as about 6 feet tall, scruffy beard, brown eyes, you know what I'm saying? Got like dreads in his hair. Instantly, this motherfucker he fits the description of what she touched. So she's starting to think like, is it him? And then she hears in her ear, close as shit, as if somebody is standing right there. Run, Lakeisha, and get Gemini. She like, stop. Like she thinks it's her, baby daddy. So she goes over, she picks up the phone, she calls the lady who has Gemini. She tells her, bring Gemini home. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on, but could you please bring Gemini home? And she later like, okay, cool. So she hangs up, he comes in the house and he's like, so I checked around the house, I didn't see anything. And she was like, oh, okay. She was like, she was like, I was wondering, what color is your hair? She was like, I felt it. I know it's like dreadlocks, but what color is it? And he was like, oh, I got like sandy brown color hair. And she was like, oh, I bet that's beautiful. Trying to get him to describe what the fuck she heard on the TV. Like, give me something so I know for sure. And she was like, so do you have any like tattoos or anything like that? And he was like, yeah, I got a few tattoos. I just don't talk about it, too much. And while they are talking about this, she's like trying to get to know him. The fucking TV comes back on by itself out of nowhere, and it is still talking about this fucking serial killer. Now they are describing him loud as hell. He's about 6 foot. He has dreads about shoulder length in his hair. And when he hears this, he goes over, he turns the TV off. He like, what's going on with your TV? And she like, I don't know. But can you turn it back on? He like, no, because we supposed to be having dinner. She like, okay, but I just want to hear what's going on. He like, it ain't important. We supposed to be having dinner. You want me to cook for you, right? I'm trying to cook for you. You won't let me cook for you. Let me cook for you. And she just like, okay, she can hear in his voice like he's getting agitated. He's getting like aggressive or something. So she's just sitting there and she's like, okay, what are you cooking? And he walked past her and he goes into the kitchen and he like, I'm going to cook this. And while he's saying that, she can hear in her ear, run, Lakeisha, run, grab Gemini and run. She knows, like, she calls him like, Sean. And he looks back and he like, what? And she's still here. Run, Lakeisha, run and grab Gemini. She's like, oh, nothing, because he didn't say nothing. He didn't say, who the fuck is that guy? Who is this in your house? He didn't say shit. He looked right back at her and didn't say shit, but she heard the talking going on in her ear. So when he didn't say shit, she didn't say shit. She was just like, oh, never mind. So he continued to cook and she gets up like she's trying to get over towards the door because at this point, the fucking voice has told her enough times to run. So she's trying to get over to the door. He hears her and he goes over and blocks the door. He's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm trying to go to the door. I mean, it's hot in here. You got the stove on. He's like, oh, it's fine. You'll be okay. You don't need the door open. Why we have the door open? Like, we want bugs in. And she's like, no, it's okay if we have the door open. It's hot. He like, no, we don't need to open the door. Okay. So now she putting together in her head, this is some bullshit. I need to get the fuck out of this situation. Just as she's about to walk back over, she hears tires pulling into the driveway. So she turns around and she like, is there someone in the driveway? And he like, nah, ain't nobody outside. And she like, I hear. He like, that you don't hear anything. Ain't nobody outside. So she like, I do hear somebody outside. And she goes to the door and she grabs the door. When she grabs the door, the lady is standing there with Gemini. And she's like, hey girl, you told me to bring Gemini home. You know what I'm saying? I brought her home because you asked me to. And Gemini's like rushes in the house past her. And she's like, yeah, how was she? Was she good? Like she was trying to prolong the situation. Was she good? When she says that, Gemini says, Mama, that's the man Daddy said run from. And she turns around and she like, what? And the neighbor looks in like, that's the man that's on the news. And Gemini hauls ass straight to Lakeisha. Lakeisha don't like, she don't know what to do. The lady just grabs Lakeisha and pulls her like out of the house, like pull her out of the house fast as shit. And she screams, just get to scream. When she get to screaming, you just see porch lights coming on left and right, garage lights, everybody lights coming on left and right. And he rushes out the house, knock them down, and run past her. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, she don't even know what's going on. And they was like, that's the dude. That's the serial killer. That's the serial killer. And Gemini was like, Daddy told me to come home. Daddy told me to come home. And look, Keisha mind is running a million. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Finally, when everything calmed down, the police get there and everything. They apprehend his ass. They catch him and they come back and they was talking to her and asking her questions and everything. And she was telling them everything that was going on. And they was like, was he in your house? She was like, yeah, he been in my house. He was all around my house. They wanted to go in and check the house. Y'all, they go in, check the house, come back out, check around the house. Y'all, when they checked around the house, they found a body in the back of her house, like in some bushes on the back of her house. They found a body that had been there for almost a week and a half. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the police they go back there, they look, and they come back and they ask her if she know who the person is, and she like, who is it? And they was like, they didn't have any identification on them, but he started to describe them. It was the baby dad. It was the baby daddy. Baby daddy was found dead in the back of the house. I guess he had been talking to her in spirit. So they take him and everything, lock him up. Come to find out, this fucking Sean character had been plotting on her ass for almost 2 weeks. Baby daddy had been noticing his ass was creeping around. You know what I'm saying? He had been noticing him walking the neighborhood. But this dude been plotting on her for a little minute because he knew she was blind. So he had been plotting on her. And baby daddy had been noticing brother man, like, watching their house, patrolling their house and shit like that. And I guess he decided to say something to the dude, and the dude took his ass out. Once he knew he was out the door, it was fair game to just knock on the door and be like, hey, I need help. And she fall for it. So the police was like, described him. It was her baby daddy. The little girl said she had been seeing her daddy. The mama, Gemini said she had been seeing her daddy. Lakeisha said she had been hearing him for almost a week. This man was dead in the backyard the entire time. Neither one of them knew it. Sean did it and brought his ass right back. He was planning on getting her that night. But everything playing out the way it played out saved her ass. That TV cutting on, that was all baby daddy doing. That was all baby daddy doing, trying to save her ass. And she had no idea. She thought he was still alive. She thought every time she heard him talking, she thought his ass had crept over to the house, snuck through a window to say some shit, not knowing that man had lost his life because he noticed what Sean was doing. He noticed Sean was watching. He noticed Sean being around the house a lot, and he decided to confront Sean. Why the fuck you hanging around my house? Sean took him out. She thinking he just left her. He didn't leave her. He was trying to protect them, and Sean took his ass out. So yeah, her and Gemini both had been hearing this man's voice, seeing this man around the fucking house, and this man was dead the entire time. But I guess death can't stop you from saving a loved one you want to save, because brother man was not taking that dirt nap without making sure Lakeisha and Gemini made it out that situation. So yeah, police ended up catching his ass. He ended up confessing to killing her baby daddy. Mm-hmm. And her ass was about to be next. He confessed to killing the baby daddy. He confessed to killing the other women. Apparently, one of the women that he did kill, he wasn't even planning on killing her. The only reason he killed her is because she got nosy like the baby daddy did. She started peeking and watching him and shit, and he took notice to all that shit going on. So he walked over, approached her like he was a new neighbor and all this other shit, worked his way into her house, and he ended up killing her. He even did the same thing Lakeisha had, but too many things was working in her favor. She had somebody else stay out there that loved her. because too many things was working in her favor, and she ended up making it up out of that situation. She did move out of that house. She did not want to stay in that house no more. She did move out of that house, but she do feel like the lake saved her. She feel like because so many spirits and souls ain't rested around the lake, she felt like his soul didn't rest either. And because the souls in the lake don't rest, he was able to talk to her daughter, see her daughter, tell her daughter to tell her, but she didn't want to listen. She didn't know. She thought he was still alive and he ran out on his family. She had no fucking idea. Every time he showed up to try to tell her, she just like, you're a deadbeat motherfucker that didn't want us. Get the fuck away. But he wasn't even there. Like, he wasn't there, but he saved them. So yeah, Sean asked they ended up locking Sean up. Of course, Sean pleaded insanity and all this other crazy shit. He was sentenced to 32 years. Um, she ended up moving out of that house, and the next house that she did move into, she ended up getting a not like an in-home nurse or nothing like that, just somebody to sit with her, a sitter, you could say, a sitter, somebody that's in the house to make sure, what I'm saying, everything is good and ain't nobody showing up at the door that ain't supposed to be there. Some eyes for her, you know what I'm saying, even though she's independent, she can do it on her own. Another set of eyes won't hurt considering the situation she almost ended up in. So that is what she did. She got her another house off in Hateville, big ass house off in Hateville, and she has a sitter now that comes and sit and make sure everything is good with her. So Lakeisha, you and Gemini almost bit the bullet, bitch. Y'all almost found yourself in the upper room. But thanks to baby daddy, y'all are still here breathing and waiting on the next man to come date. So, yes, that was you guys' story. Gemini, you survived, bitch. Lakeisha, you made it, bitch. Yes, you guys made it from the story, okay? Y'all didn't die. I wanted to make sure y'all lived to fight another day, and y'all did. So, yeah, that was you guys' last story of the night. I hope you guys really enjoyed it because I missed y'all so much. See, that's why I have trust issues because what the fuck? It's so stupid. So stupid. But yes, she has somebody to watch out for her now. And of course, she's listening to baby girl Gemini now because she wasn't listening to Gemini, but she started listening to Gemini ass now. So yeah, because Gemini can see some shit she couldn't. So yeah, her and Gemini have gotten closer due to that situation. So she takes everything Gemini say into consideration and don't brush it off now. So they are doing good. They are still living to breathe and fight another day. So I hope you guys enjoy story time because I enjoy giving it to y'all. I love y'all so much. And I will see you guys again on tomorrow at 7:30. Y'all gonna get story time tomorrow and Friday too. So yeah. And the goal will be there. Y'all want more than one story time? The goal will be there. Okay. So thank y'all for joining me for story time. I love y'all to life. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all summer. Stay out of this hot ass sun. Stay hydrated. And I see y'all on tomorrow. Bye. Mwah.